Hello, what is up? So, I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. But maybe for a little, because I'm really bad at putting out content and thinking of ideas, because not so good at thinking of stuff. Today, I'm going to be drawing my life, and it's just gonna be a whole mess because my life is boring and I can't draw. Also, I think I've only seen one draw in my life video in my life. So I'm gonna go watch one and then we'll get to it. Yeah, okay. It's hot in here. I don't know why this room is the hottest room in the house. It gets really hot. And then I think in the winter it gets really cold. I don't remember, but it just gets hot. And I turn on the fan and I have another fan. It's just a whole situation. I want to get one of those things you put in the window. AC, the window ones. And yeah, because that would be great. I'd really love a cold room right now. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. And I watched Jenna Marble's video, and she started without this whole situation. So we're just gonna hop on over there, alright? I really have no idea how I'm gonna get the camera to be up here when the whiteboard's down there. How do YouTubers do it? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's figure this out, I guess.
My name is Demetrio Guadalupe Narzagaray. Sure, that's rough to say, but yeah, that's my name. My handwriting is horrible. I'm so sorry you had to watch this and watch me write because it's just bad. I was born on December 12, 2003 in Bakersfield, California. That's right, ladies. I'm a Cali boy. My mom had 4 kids. Me, my 2 sisters, and my brother. My brother and my older sister have 1 dad. My sister has another dad, and I have a 3rd dad. So, we're a good mix. Our dads aren't really in our life that much, so we got each other. We're cool. It's fun. I don't really remember my life in California that much because I was little, and so it's just not a memory for me. When I was 3 years old, we moved from Bakersfield to Salt Lake City, Utah. We loaded up the truck and we got out of there. I don't know why. We just did. We bought a really big house. It was pretty good, pretty fun. Nice and pretty, I think, from what I remember. Now it's kind of old and ugly, but I think that's besides the point. I started preschool and kindergarten while we lived there. Here's a drawing of me going to kindergarten because I'm an artist. Eventually, the bank took our house away. So that was kind of not good. We had to load up the van and we moved to some pretty bad apartments. I mean, they weren't bad, but they were just there. Oh, I forgot to mention, my mom and dad's relationship didn't really work out. So they split up, and then my dad found someone else and they lived happily ever after, I guess. I don't really know. So he stayed in California. Back to our apartments. We lived in this weird building. It had 4 units. We lived in number C, but we only stayed there for 6 months because it was just not good. The landlord was a mess from what I remember, so we got out of there ASAP. This meant I had to move schools once again. I started school and I didn't really know anyone. My first few days there, I didn't have any friends. I was alone at recess for the first week, and it was just not good for me because I was just there and everyone was having the time of their lives. But after that, I made some friends, and then it was all good, fun, and fresh. My best friend lived on the street right behind me, and we were always together. We were always at his house having the time of our lives, usually having sleepovers every day. Eventually, he left Salt Lake City and moved somewhere else, so then I was friendless. We talked once in a while, but then he just faded away and was just oh. And a year later, or 2 years later, or 3 years later, I don't really know. I was in 3rd grade, going into 4th. We moved into a new house, but I stayed at the same school. Eventually, I made more and more friends, and I gotta say, I was pretty popular. Eventually, I finished 6th grade and moved to junior high school because that's what everyone does. It was good because I had the same friends from elementary school, but then I made more. In 8th grade, I guess you could say I was popular. I had lots of friends and I knew a lot of people. Around the end of 8th grade, I got accepted into an early college high school. I had to leave my friends, and so I moved away from that school where all my friends were and went to a new school where I knew no one. But I knew I had to leave because my education is important. Also, the school lets me do whatever I want, so that was kind of a plus. I'm still friends with basically everyone I was friends with at my old school, but now I made like 5 more. I'm not as popular anymore. Kind of sucks because it was kind of good knowing everyone, but I mean, it's okay. That's not important. Now I'm going into 10th grade, and I'm going to start a college class at the community college to learn how to Photoshop because I want to learn how to be a skinny legend on camera and a catfish. So I hope that helps me accomplish that. Also, a few years after moving to Utah, forgot to mention this. I have a father that stayed there, and basically we just stopped talking and he stopped calling me, and eventually he wasn't really in my life anymore. Anyways, besides the point. I don't really have any family in Utah, just my mom and her kids. But, you know, it's okay. That's all we need because sometimes family is whack. I'm not saying my family is whack. I'm just saying we don't talk. Also, I drew myself as a giant because I am a giant compared to everyone else in my family. That's that, okay? Well, that is the tea. I guess we'll see what happens next. Thank you for watching and dealing with me talking for like however long this is because I have no idea. Hopefully not long and hopefully fun because if it's not, it's gonna be whack. Okay, bye.